Before I came to Mend, I was living in Burlington City. I was renting a house there. And I actually found out about Mend through a friend, so it was word of mouth. And I had always wanted to move into the Moorestown area, but just economically couldn't afford it. And I applied, got accepted, and was really excited. So that's how I ended up. If it weren't for affordable housing opportunities, I would not be living in Moorestown right now. So that is a huge benefit for me because it was really the door opener to allow me to even live in such a community. So that's definitely the first thing I would have to say. In addition to that, the benefits are the community itself. Moorestown is just such a community-driven environment, and I'm a single mom, so that was actually the main reason I wanted to move into this town, was not only for the community but for the schools and education for my son, which has always been very important. So the benefits, I think, are not just financial but really lifestyle. It's allowed my son and I to really feel comfortable, safe, like we've got a solid foundation for his future, and that we're part of a community that's actually caring about making sure that we're here and that we're able to have such. I'm the assistant director of the Study Abroad office at a very large private university in Philadelphia, and I've been working there for 6 years. And so basically what I do is I advise students on how to pursue international opportunities through one of the programs that the university has available. And so I'm able to help students go all over the world, to Asia, Africa, Europe, everywhere. So I advise students. I also manage the programs themselves and interact with our partners overseas to make sure that our students are being taken care of. So I'm also heavily involved on campus with student life activities and a lot of things that are going on in academia. So that's the main reason I wanted to move here, because I am a single parent, single mom, and I have a 16-year-old son. And when we moved here, he was 12, and it's been an amazing experience for him, not just because of the quality of the education, but the community itself. Where we were living before, I really didn't feel like he was in an environment that would help him to grow in a positive way. And he is an amazing kid, and we have a really great foundation inside the home, but my concern was what's outside of the home, outside influences and things like that. So living in a town where we can really feel comfortable, that's safe, and that there's positive influences, it's allowed him to really flourish and be involved in sports, activities. His grades are great, and just really feel like he's part of a nice, safe community. And just that opportunity alone really impacts his future. So family to me was really the main reason I came here. If it weren't for my son, I probably wouldn't have had such a sense of urgency to make sure that we were in a decent environment and a living situation. I think if someone doesn't realize or chooses to dismiss the need for affordable housing, they're just not grounded in what's happening and what's real right now. Besides people who are on disability and single parents, the reality is that the economy has impacted millions of people, and people who before may not have needed affordable housing are now in situations where they really do. So on a much larger scale than ever before, affordable housing is extremely important. But even besides what's going on with the economy, I think it's a little elitist to say that towns shouldn't have affordable housing. I know oftentimes the main priority is making sure that homeowners are happy, that property values are keeping up, and that affordable housing can affect those things in a negative way. But I think to have a diverse community and to have people that can actually value, having a range of people economically within the community is what America is all about. So to say that affordable housing isn't important or isn't essential is just really closing your eyes to the reality of our economy, of our society, and what our values should be. Generally speaking, affordable housing has a bad stigma, not only among politicians or homeowners in the neighborhood, but even just on the street. I think when you say affordable housing, usually people give a negative connotation to that. They think that it's people who want something for nothing, that are looking to get cheap housing, and that aren't, people who are contributing to this society. And so I think a really important point to make is that affordable housing does not mean handouts. It doesn't mean that you're giving people something for nothing. All of the people that I know in the development where I live are working professional people who have children, who have families, who have great values. And I think that it's important for people to know that affordable housing is for everyday working people. It's not for people who are not contributing to society. So unfortunately, because of the way our economy and real estate and things work, money is a big factor on the access that you have in the community, but that shouldn't put a bad stigma on affordable housing just because someone's economics aren't there.